between you, your grandpa, and your other siblings, how being the go-to person makes you feel? Like, have you ever voiced your opinion to everybody else?
Not to them, to my husband, to his mom, to my mother-in-law, but not to my family. Because my oldest sister, like, and she, like, with her though, her approach is different. Like, and she doesn't necessarily ask for, money for things, but we'll talk about different situations and I'll offer to help her. But she's always good about paying back. Like, and when she gets it, she'll pay me back in whatever timely fashion she can. And so her approach would be different. Like, she would be more understanding, but if I were to, like, say it to my dad or my mom or my sister that's a year older than me, they might become defensive. And then, I don't know, I feel like they become defensive and then they would try to guilt trip me about why I'm mad. I shouldn't be mad because you're supposed to help your family, kind of thing. But I know if something were to happen, like, right now, and me and my husband needed help, my grandpa or my mother-in-law would be the only people that could potentially help us. There wouldn't be my sisters or my parents wouldn't be sources to help. So it's like I can help them, but they can't help me.
You voiced to your mom how you seem to be the only one responsible enough to help in case something does go there. Now it makes you feel like being the last person there to make sure everybody's okay.
I don't think I have. No, I don't think so. I mean, even if I did voice my opinion about it, I don't think it would have any impact on her. I mean, I think she would just, again, be like, well, I'm sorry that I need this and this and this. Or I'm sorry that this is wrong and this is wrong and this is wrong. And then try to make me feel guilty about it, about not doing whatever.
Sounds like mom has like a entitled mentality. I said entitled to people's help, entitled
I feel like
to
that
financial
sometimes.
resources, something like that.
Yeah, I feel like that a lot. Because like with where she's living now, she's renting, but if she does like any upgrades to the place, then her landlord will take the money off of her rent. And so she has all these ideas she wants to do, and then she has all these things, and then, okay, well, my grandpa's going to be the one to do all these things. And so the landlord will pay my grandpa a little bit, which, my grandpa's fine helping. He says he's fine helping. And then it gives him something to do to occupy his time, which, I would rather him do than sit around and think about how much he misses my grandma. But my mom is like, okay, well, this needs done and this needs done. Well, I'm just waiting for dad to do it. It's like, you're not the only person in his life. Like, stop expecting him to do everything for you.
I think that your mom might need some therapy.
Oh my God, yes. Yes. Would it help change anything? Probably not.
Maybe seeking therapeutic help now to maybe resolve these issues of how she feels like she's entitled to stuff, but doesn't
She
have to
wouldn't
give
say
things back.
she wouldn't admit she's entitled to anything. No, I don't think she would admit it. I don't think that she would view herself like that. She would just view herself as needing help or wanting help for things and asking people for help. It would, I think, go that route instead of entitlement and guilt trips.
I think maybe it'd be helpful to explore in therapy her willingness to guilt trip other people.
If it would actually like spark something in her head and she could have an aha moment about it, I think it could, but she's set in her ways. She's in her 60s, she's lived life for what her life just living day to day as it comes, so I don't know.
These family sessions could be important here, not only just to maybe get these issues resolved, but maybe prepare her for what she's gonna do when grandma finally does pass.
I mean,
Maybe spend the time between now and whatever remaining years grandma has left, just sort of building her sense of being independent.
yeah. It could be a good approach. Again, my concern is the follow through with it, or what's the cost of it gonna be, because I can't afford the extra expenses, and then if I was like, okay, well, I'll flip the bill for it, then again, that's something put on me, that's gonna create probably a conflict with my husband, that I'm the one who's putting out the effort to do it, and so, I don't know, I feel like it's a lost cause with her sometimes. But I think it could be helpful if the opportunity was made available somehow.
I think that maybe not tackling the issues of guilt tripping, maybe not tackling the issues of, you know, feeling entitled, maybe going at it with an approach of, we're trying to prepare you for what you're gonna do when grandpa passes. I think maybe that'd be a way to get her in the door,
Maybe.
and then once she's in the door, we explore the other option, the other areas of concern where you bring up guilt tripping, makes you feel now. She thinks that she can just ask people to do what she wants or wants them to do, and they'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think if somebody else was in charge of the financial aspect of it, and depending upon how frequent it is, the transportation, because that's another issue with her, about cost of gas for transportation, if somebody else was responsible for both of those things, and the time frame worked out with whatever her small schedule is for work, I think that she would be receptive to it, but if she has to be responsible for those two aspects of it, the transportation and the cost of it, I don't think she would do it, so.
Maybe for those aspects, you could sort of tag team you and your grandpa and saying, you know, it's not just me that feels this way, it's your brother that feels this way.
Yep, not my brother, my sisters.
What? No, your uncle.
Oh, my uncle, okay.
As in saying to your
Oh, my mom, okay, got it.
your brother feels this
Got
way.
it.
And you think she'd have more of an aha moment than maybe I am using people?
I don't know, I just really don't know. She can, her feelings can get hurt really easily, and so I think that, I don't know, it'd have to be approached in a very tactful manner too, where it's like if you're getting upset or becoming defensive or getting really sad and crying and like breaking down, so.
You feel like you maybe sometimes refrain from challenging her on the
Absolutely.
stuff that she needs to work on because you're afraid of the breakdown.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, it seems like we found ourselves in quite a pickle here. Mom, we're trying to figure out what we're going to do when the means of financial support is no longer available to her, and how to prepare for the future. Is that pretty much the problem we're
Yeah. And her relationships with people.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Well, that's our time for today.